Cruises are an incredible way to have fun, see the world, and sail the seas. However, there are a lot of aspects of the industry, specifically as it concerns sustainability, that could really use some work. I'm Allison Pettyjohn, and together with my teammates Chris Salisbury and Karen Sullivan, I'm going to be presenting today about the cruise lines industry and specifically three companies: Royal Caribbean International, Norwegian Cruise Line, and Carnival Cruise Line. Today we'll be going over an industry overview, delving into each company's performance both environmentally and socially, and finally giving our concerns and recommendations for the industry at large. So let's start with a bit of an overview. The cruise lines industry is known for its negative impact on the environment, so we decided to specifically evaluate three companies. Why do we choose these companies? Well, we feel that they're representative of the entire industry. They have reputations both good and bad, but are all three established businesses with ships worldwide. So first up, Royal Caribbean International. Environmentally, Royal Caribbean received a grade of D on the Friends of the Earth Cruise Ship Report Card, which is a really handy tool that compares cruise lines worldwide. However, Royal Caribbean does produce fresh water on board through a reverse osmosis process, and has installed advanced sewage treatment systems on the fleet, which earned a grade of A from Friends of the Earth. From a social aspect, Royal Caribbean sponsors a research ship called Ocean Lab that enables college students to study marine biology at sea. They also have an $11 million fund that supports marine conservation, they mentor children and promote education through their foundations, and have assisted with hurricane disaster relief, matching donations up to $1 million. Next up, Norwegian Cruise Line. Environmentally, Norwegian actually received the highest grade out of all cruise lines from Friends of the Earth, even though they only got a C-. Like we said, the industry needs some work. However, Norwegian produces 80% of their water on board, which is great. However, Norwegian doesn't have any liquefied natural gas ships yet, which are coming to be seen as an industry standard for replacing fossil fuels. Socially, Norwegian donates over 100 cruises annually to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, assists with hurricane relief efforts, but they could use some improvement in supporting the communities at their ports of call. Finally, Carnival Cruise Line. Environmentally, Carnival just got hit with a lawsuit and a $20 million fine for dumping waste in the Caribbean. However, the cruise line has one ship powered by liquefied natural gas and reports using the UN Sustainability Development Goals, but as of a 2005 baseline, so improvements might be getting overstated. Socially, Carnival has pledged to donate to hurricane relief efforts in the Caribbean, although those donations have not been reported on in their sustainability reports, and they have some minimum wage concerns due to ships' flags of convenience, which means that if a ship flies under the flag of, say, an African or Caribbean nation, employees on board are only required to be paid the minimum wage of that nation, which is concerning, seeing as those are often not livable wages. So finally, we have a few key concerns and some recommendations for the industry. Our first concern is a lack of transparency in reporting. The industry should create guidelines for sustainability reporting and standardize these across the industry. These reports should adhere to the UN Sustainable Development Goals, and there should be key performance indicators with a clear rating system, and changes over previous years should be indicated. Reports should be verified, and any legal violations or overstatements should be reported as well. Our next concern is a lack of stakeholder engagement when analyzing cruise lines' profitability. Cruise lines would do well to partner with local food producers near ports to get fresher, healthier food. They should create educational initiatives to ensure that employees are qualified and have room to grow. And they should develop environmental initiatives to end the industry's pollution of the seas and go the step further and actually help clean up the oceans as well. Our third and final concern is a lack of emphasis on social responsibility initiatives. Many cruise lines are so concerned about helping the planet environmentally that they're neglecting the social aspect. Cruise lines should develop and publish a way to quantifiably measure social efforts, increase the pay scale to pay a living wage globally, should invest in technologies and procedures that positively impact stakeholder communities, and they should encourage and contribute to the educational efforts of employees. With all of these concerns taken to heart and our recommendations, we hope that all cruise lines can continue to sail the seas sustainably.